Good morning everyone. We are going to do the experiment on torsion. So we have a specimen here. This is the torsion specimen. So torsion means a twisting moment. We are going to apply on this specimen. The aim of the experiment is to find out the modulus of rigidity of the specimen, the given specimen. The second aim is the modulus of rupture, and the third aim is the torsional yield strength of the given material. So before going to the test, we need to take some initial reading. So you need to consider the diameter of the specimen. So you need to use a vernier calipers to measure the diameter and the gauge length. This is the diameter of the specimen. Here it is around 6.18 millimeter diameter. So you can note down in the observation. Yeah, the diameter of the specimen is 6.18 millimeter. Similarly, the radius of the specimen is d by 2. It is 3.09 millimeter. The next is the length of the specimen, or it is called as gauge length of the specimen. Gauge length of the specimen, you need to consider this length. So length in the turn portion you need to consider. This is the gauge length. It's around 71 millimeter exactly. Yeah, 71 millimeter. So the length of the specimen, or the gauge length of the specimen, is 71 millimeter. Now if you come to the table, we have a torque in the first column, applied torque, and the second column angle of twist, angle in degree and radians is there. Here you need to give a input torque to the specimen by angle of twist. So you need to consider, you need to take the corresponding torque for every 2 degrees of angle of twist. Here we have first column, first row we need to consider 2 degree, 4 degree, 6 degree, 8 degree, like that you need to take the angle. With respect to that, we are going to note down the torque in the display. To do the experiment for this specimen, we have taken all the observations, initial observations. Now we need to fix the specimen in the setup. Before fixing the specimen, you need to see the scale. Here we are going to note down the reading from the scale. There are 2 scales. One is for torsion scale, or it is called as a torque scale, and second one is a angle of twist scale. So angle of twist will be taken from this scale. So this will be the input. So the corresponding torque will be shown here. So the torque will be taken from the scale. Before that, we need to set the scale. Here the scale set for this the current position of the scale is 0.05 scale. That indicates each division on the scale, or the least count of the scale, is 0.05 Newton meter. Each division carries 0.05 Newton. So here we have a knob to change the scale. Right now it is 0.05. You can rotate it and you can set the scale. Yeah. Now it is changed to 0.1. Previously it was 0.05. Now it is 0.1 scale. So the maximum torque can be measured in the scale is 60. But 0.05 scale, we can measure the torque, the maximum torque, as 30. So by that, for this mild steel specimen for 6 millimeter diameter, now it is 6.18 millimeter diameter. That's why the scale is 30 Newton meter is enough. Means 0.05 scale is enough. So that's why I'll change it. I'll change it to 0.05 scale. Yeah, now 0.05 scale. Maximum torque can be measured by this scale is 30 Newton meter. Now we have to fix the specimen after setting the scale. Yeah, this is a movable spindle, and this is the fixed one, or movable jaw, and this is a fixed jaw. Fix the specimen in the movable jaw like this. Tight ಮಾಡಿ ಲೂಸ್ ಇರಲಿ ಹಾಗೆ. Okay. Now open this fixed jaw. Try to move this movable jaw. Bring it to the fixed jaw. Yeah, now we make it tight. Yeah, now the specimen is properly fixed. So after fixing the specimen, now we need to set the scale. Here we have a torque scale. Here we have two needles. One is a black needle. You cannot move the black needle. So if you apply the torque, automatically the black needle will move. But the red needle, you can set it to 0. 0 means it's 30 maximum one, maximum torque. Or you can set it to 0. This will act as a 0. This point will act as a 0 as well as maximum load. So you need to set the red needle near to the black needle like this. Okay. So next scale is the angle of twist scale. If you come to this one, here you can rotate this angle of twist scale and you can set it to 0. We have a needle here and you can set it to 0. Now it is exactly 0. Yeah. So after setting it to 0, now we can start giving input angle or angle of twist by this one. So you need to rotate it in the counterclockwise direction and you need to note down the reading for every 2 degrees. Every 2 degree angle you need to note down the torque. So you can start rotating. Now the reading for 2 degree, here we have 2 divisions, each division carries 0.05, 2 divisions means it is 0.1 Newton meter for, you continue my video. So like that you need to take for every 2 degree reading you need to consider the torque. So once it reaches the yield point, the black needle will come back and the red needle will be stopped there. That reading will be taken as a yield strength or yield torsion at yield point. So that is very, very important to the calculation purpose. Keep on rotating and take the reading for every 2 degrees. Now it is 10 degree. For 10 degree it's around 8. For 12 degree, you can rotate it slowly. This is 15 degree. For 15 degree rotation, it's around 14 Newton meter. Now it is 20 degree. For 20 degree rotation, it's around 18 Newton meter. Now the needle is stopped. Now yielding takes place because the needle is not moving, it will not take more torque. Now it's 35 degrees angle. the needle starts to move in the backward direction because a rupture takes place. So black needle moves. So after the rupture, the movable spindle or movable jaw moves back. Then you can take the note, take the reading. Here is exactly 20 Newton meter. It is a rupture point or a fracture point. So you can take this reading, and all other reading for every 2 degree reading we have noted in the tabular column. So from that you can draw the graph and you can do the calculation. If you see the reading, whatever we have copied during the test, this is the torsion reading of the torque. So the fracture point is 20 Newton meter. The angle, corresponding angle is here. You can convert this angle into radians. So this is the radian, angle in radian. Now we can draw the graph, torque versus angle in radians. Torque in the y-axis and angle in x-axis. If you draw the graph, we will get a graph like this. This is the graph. Here you need to draw the, or you need to take the slope on the straight line region. So the slope for this straight line region will be 44.6153 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton millimeter, because stop on. Into Newton meter, like that.
Start.
So here T by J, that is the slope. Slope is equal to, we'll get the answer 44.61 Newton meter, because the torque is in Newton meter. So if you want to convert this into Newton millimeter, into 10 to the power of 3 Newton millimeter per radian, because the denominator is radian here, theta in radian. So you can substitute this slope value in the equation. Here we have a formula, the first formula calculation part. Polar moment of inertia, J is equal to pi d square by 32. So pi d or 4 divided by 32. So polar moment of inertia, will get the answer as, this is 143.2035 millimeter per 4. So this is J. Now we have modulus of rigidity equation. G is equal to theta by T by theta, so slope, into L by J. So substitute answers here. Theta, T by theta is a slope taken from the graph. It is 44.6153 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton millimeter per radian into gauge length L. L is L we have taken it as 71 millimeter. 71 millimeter divided by J is 143.2035. So we'll get the answer for the modulus of rigidity as 22.12 kilonewton per millimeter square. This is G, modulus of rigidity. Similarly, the second formula is modulus of rupture. We have modulus of rupture. So modulus of rupture is the first aim. Second aim, modulus of rupture is equal to f of s is equal to T at rupture or T at fracture, torque at fracture, divided by J into so modulus of rupture, it is equal to T at rupture, means torque at rupture, divided by J, modulus polar moment of inertia, into R. R is a radius of the specimen. So if you substitute the values, the rupture value is 20. If you see the table, the last value of torque is 20. So that you need to substitute here. We will get the answer for modulus of rupture is equal to 0.138 Newton per millimeter square. This is the answer. The last one is third one, torsional yield strength. Torsional yield strength is equal to Ty is equal to torsion at yield point. So here the yield point and the fracture point both are same because we have not noted the yield point because it is not clearly visible during the experiment. So you can substitute the same value, will get the same answer for yield strength also, because if you substitute T yield as TF, will get the same answer. It is J into R, will get 0.138 Newton per millimeter square. Thank you.